Time to talk about some Santa Anita for Friday. We're going to look at Friday, May the 24th. Hope all of you are having a nice week as we get set for a big week coming up at Santa Anita, racing on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It is Memorial Day weekend. DRF Daily Racing Form has a Memorial Day sale right now where you can save up to 15% on many of your favorite DRF products, PPs, clocker reports. Make sure to use the promo code. Think about the time of the year right now. We're in May, not long from Del Mar, from Saratoga. Those are the meets when you really need help with the clocker reports for first-time starters, young horses. So take advantage right now when you can save some money, purchase these large plans, and that way you won't have to spend as much later. Memorial Day sale coming up. Now, for those of you who are playing Santa Anita this week, there are a bunch of contests at ExpressBet starting on Friday. There's a $40 feeder that will qualify you for the $500 contest on Saturday. That is the Santa Anita Challenge on Saturday. You can win NHC seats, Gold Cup Challenge seats, and cash prizes. So the Friday game gets you into Saturday. Friday format, just $2 win place bets. We're going to give you a couple horses for Friday right here. Then Sunday, it's an $80 feeder to try to qualify you for the Monday game. That Monday game is the Gold Cup Challenge, $50,000 estimated prize pool, NHC seats, PWC seats, all sorts of cash prizes. So you can go Friday feeder into the Saturday game, then Sunday feeder into the Monday game. Lots of opportunities over at ExpressBet. Let's give you a couple plays, some horses throughout the card to keep an eye on. I've mentioned this horse before one time in race number 1. This horse is an absolute bomb, but I only know this horse because I'm familiar with the dam and the family of the dam. So this dam, Miss Alfie, she produced 8 siblings that have raced. 5 of them were turf winners. And there was a stakes place sibling on the grass and a graded stakes place sibling on the grass. So one of my personal favorite horses, Alfie's Bet. That's why I know this family pretty well. But other than Alfie, you see horses like Blame It on Alfie, Unusual Heat Wave, 2020 Vision, all that had a lot of success on the grass. And I just want to point it out because Classic Alfie has raced 5 times, only has a couple races on the grass, and they were against a lot better. And actually, one of them was the only time in his career he's really shown anything when he showed a little bit of speed that day, going a mile on the turf. At the lower level on the grass, there's something here with him. There's at least good blood. So, if you're playing multi-exotics, if you're playing any kind of exactas, tries, supers, at least throw this horse underneath. If you're using a few horses in the pick 5, this would be the type of horse who one of these days, if he hits at a massive price, those are the types of scores we're looking for. Again, his form on paper hasn't shown much, but I've just been keeping an eye on him because I know this family, I know the grass success this dam has had, and now he gets back to the grass at the lowest level he's been. So maybe we toss him in, give him a little bit of a look. Third race, horse I want to mention in here is the 6 Refocus. So his dam won on the turf, and he has a winning turf sibling. So positives there. He's only been on the grass 1 time, and that was in his most recent start. And we can watch the replay. He had a sneaky trip that day.
Back up.
Hey, Frankie. Nothing's going over there. So we're going to be watching the number 7 Refocus in here. 2, 4, and 7 all come out of the same race, but we're watching the 7 Refocus. And he has to take up just after the start. So fine start right here, and then not long after, you'll see right here, kind of take up and then back up a little bit. And right about here is where he has to kind of grab a hold, and then he goes back. And I think it was a decision instead of being like 5 wide out there and in between horses. Nonetheless, he wanted to be more forward and just really didn't have the option doing so when all the horses to his inside also wanted that. Now, I thought he settled pretty well here, But again, like he's in a tight spot. You can see he's in the two path, and there's just nowhere to go in between horses. They're kind of lined up, and he has to sort of wait before he's able to push through there. And then he angles around. He gets up to within 2 before fading. I just thought there was something here with this horse, running in spots. The now cut back to 5 furlongs where you just need a little punch from him. Can he show a little more speed in here like he was trying to do last time out? Just be a little closer and then move into contention at this 5 furlong trip. I think the 5 furlongs will really help him. This shorter distance. Refocus, number 6. We'll give a look to in here. He's 8-1 on the morning line. If you can get anything over 5, I think that's fair. Moving on to race number 5. Couple of horses in here that are on my radar. The 2 Frazzled. Just looked like he needed his race she needed her race last time out. This was her first start in a year and a half. She was favored. She had a bobbled start, and then she moves right to the lead, and she just tired. I could expect her to take a nice step forward. And the one that fits pretty well here, too, is Dendera. She's not a win machine, but she's been in some of her better form as of late, and now stretching back from 6 furlongs to a mile. I think she'll be a little closer and sit a really nice trip in here. 2 and 4 were interesting. The 2 might be playable if we can get anything over 7-2. In race number 7, I thought the 2 Port Ellen was worth mentioning in here. So let's look at her overall form. She has 5 career races. 1 race where she didn't run well. That was her first start in the U.S. And that was off of a long layoff. It was also probably a little shorter than where she's been at her best. So we have legitimate excuses for the poor performance that day. She was also in really tough. It was a first level allowance. Since then, she's faced a little softer. The maiden claimers and then the maiden special weight at Golden Gate wasn't as tough of company. So if you just toss that June race, which was the first start in 8 months back in June of 2023, she has a bunch of trouble and she's in very tough. Everything else just makes so much sense. Her grass form was fine. She got the easy kind of confidence building win on the synthetic last time out, put it all together, but we're not worried about her form on the turf because we've seen her run well on the grass before. Now she goes second start off the bench, second time in the Baltus barn, second start after the break. She hadn't raced from October to April. So it's second time at 4, second start in 6 months. And she can come from way out of it. She can sit a few lengths off. And she can be right on the lead. But she won't be in here. I think there are a couple that are probably a little quicker than her. But it's nice to know that they have some options with Port Ellen, expecting her to run a big one. 7-2 is my value line here. Anything over that, I think that's fair. Race number 8, 6 furlongs on the dirt, first level allowance. I've played this horse before when he had his big win. The number 7, Ultimate. It was in the Iowa Sprint. He was almost 25-1 that day. And the only reason I really remember was because it was a race that looked like there was a ton of speed on paper. And I thought he would be one of the lone closers in the race. And he's got a really nice setup that day. And something similar could happen in this race. This kind of move from the inside out. You've got Principe Carlo, who could be forced from the rail. You have Jodon Looney, who's coming off a long layoff and is probably fresh, hasn't run in over a year. You have Roll On Big Joe, who's got to go. Qatar, who wants to be forwardly placed. And I think Ultimate could get a very nice trip in here. He faced better last time out. That was just too tough of company. Put a line through it. The blinkers come on just to help give him a little more focus. And look at some of his races. He's lost to horses like Skelly, Tejano Twist. Way better than what he's going to be facing here. I think Ultimate is interesting, seeing if he can get the pace and come launching late. The number 7. Ultimate, 8-1 on the morning line. We need around 6 at least on the win wager for him. As we finish up with race number 9 at Santa Anita, it's a maiden $50,000 claimer going 6.5 furlongs on the turf course. I thought the 7 Legitify was a horse to use in here, dropping down in class. The Dam was a stakes winner on the turf. He's shown speed in both starts versus better. And now you get the drop in a race without that much early speed on paper. The 8 from the outside will probably want to go a little bit, but not many of these have shown much early speed. Uncle Reg. I think it's Legitify's lead to take if he wants it. Training well in the mornings, continuing to flash there. 8-1 on the morning line. Anything above 5, I think, is fair value on Legitify. So, a couple horses for you to play on Friday at Santa Anita. Best of luck. And don't forget about that daily racing form Memorial Day sale. You can save on past performances, clocker reports, and all of the tools and products you need to succeed when you're playing the races. Good luck this weekend. Hopefully we can help lead you in the right direction on Friday. If you need some help for Saturday, if you're just watching this video on YouTube, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe on YouTube, throw up the like, and you'll get all the videos. We also have a video for Saturday with Barry Spears. We went over the late pick 5 sequence, races 6 through 10 for Saturday at Santa Anita. Good luck, and we'll have plenty more content coming up for you with some big racing days at Santa Anita ahead.